mixtape. Your own mix, whatever you'll arrange. Keep it fun, keep it silly, just not very lame.
What's up, y'all? So this is my contest entry for the Horse of Unreason, and he wanted us to do a mixtape battle. There's been quite a few entries into this, which is pretty cool. So being that he reached 100 subscribers, he wanted to run this contest and give away some items. I just want to support his channel. I've actually been watching him a while. I know he took a bit of a hiatus for a little bit, for I guess the early part of this year. So he's at currently, as of the recording of this, 155 subscribers, and which I was surprised at how low it was considering how long he's been around. And he generally, I think, known in the VC. I think he's that guy with the horse head. You know, as far as I know, the only dude in the metal VC with that distinction, may I add. So, yeah, throw my hat in his ring and just support the guy and show you guys my mix. So I went with a software solution for this just because I'm that kind of nerd. So, yeah, he doesn't always wear the horse head. Sometimes he'll just wear like something over his face or whatever. I'm not sure what the whole story is behind that. But hey, everybody has their own. It's your channel. Do whatever you want and whatever makes you comfortable. And it's just cool to seeing his, and that's mostly what he does, is collection updates. So, yeah, not to waste any more time. I'm going to leave links for some of the songs. Not all the songs have what you call proper links or anything like that. So maybe I'll put like a substitute if you just want to know what this band sounds like or whatever. Yeah, so let's get on with it. Okay, so I decided to try this tape designer. So if you're an actual band and you want to kind of allocate your tracks, or if you're doing a compilation of some sort, kind of like what I'm doing here, you can actually design your track listing before having to do all this trial and error, you know, on a real tape deck. So you can basically import your digital files and it will automatically add up the time, and you can kind of drag it between side A and side B, and it'll kind of just tell you if you over or like you see the little leader in the bottom. It tells you how much silence is there, and of course you see in the bottom it tells you if it's well balanced. This thing is damn awesome. So this app is called Tape Lister, and as far as I know, it's only on the Mac systems, so you have to get it from the Apple App Store. I'm sure there's something of an equivalent of this for Windows if you're interested in going that route. But anyway, the songs. So here I have covers. I decided to try just nothing but cover tracks of other bands. So I kind of, if you see the side A, it's more what you call black metal oriented bands. And if you look at side B, it's more doom oriented bands and their cover songs. So why did I do it this way? Why didn't I pick death metal bands to do covers? And at the last minute, I kind of decided against it because I think with both genres, with doom and black metal, you have elements of death already in them. You got sort of death black bands, and you got sort of like the death doom side of things incorporated in some form or another between these various bands. Maybe not all the bands have death in them, but there's traces of it between both sides. So that's why I didn't do just straight death metal bands for covers. So let's start with side A. Over here we have, so Rotting Christ's, I believe, third album, Triarchy of Lost Lovers. And they did Flag of Hate and Pleasure to Kill, which is a one track. It's actually a medley of both songs thrown together. If you listen to the song, it kind of just somewhere in the middle kind of breaks up and goes right into Pleasure to Kill. Pretty cool. I know this Rotting Christ album already had a cover from, I think, Endless Pain. The song was Tormentor. So I didn't want to put two of the same band, obviously, on this mix. So kind of wanted to keep things a little more varied. And then, yeah, so next up we have track 2, Windfaerer. Windfaerer is a sort of atmospheric folk black metal band out of New Jersey. So they're American, but you wouldn't know it. They had to have a very European sound. If you like Sayor or bands like that, if you like, not even that. There's a little bit of some of the more Eastern European kind of sounds incorporated in there. So again, some of the folk elements. So for this one, this is off their EP, and on the original EP, I think that came out in 2012, this cover song was not on there. It was on the reissue that they included this Emperor song, Night of the Graveless Souls. And so all these covers, I think, are worth checking out, listening to, hence why I included it here. Third, we have Ruadh, I'm not quite sure how you say it, off the Eternal album. The song is called Noon of the Solstice. And if you know Damh the Bard, which is a Scottish artist, plays, I guess, old bard sounding songs, medieval, I guess, oriented kind of things. So Ruadh, which is also based out of Scotland, cool band. So this actual track is not available digitally. I had to kind of make a silent track at the track length, so 5 minutes and 26 seconds, in order to be able to include it on this list. So why is that? So this is an exclusive track that was only available on their vinyl. Yeah, so even if you bought the CD, I don't think it included this track, as far as I know. So this is not a metal song of any sort. Again, has that old folky medieval vibe to it, if you like that kind of thing. But I thought it was very interesting that Ruadh decided to go for something like this. Track 4, Unanimated. Everybody knows this. It's kind of like a black death, more black metal, but with a lot of sort of death metal influences. Think of bands like Dissection. This would appeal to you. So yeah, it's a Swedish act. It is off their first album, In the Forest of the Dreaming Dead. And they do a Venom cover off of Buried Alive, off of the black metal record. So continuing on, we have Dawn, another Swedish act. And this is off their, what is it, second, third album? The one that came out before Slaughter Sun. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. But it's Night of the Living Dead, Infernal Majesty cover. What is it? All Shall Defy. So it's a song off of that album. 6, it's cool that they went with a thrash-oriented track. If you guys know Infernal Majesty, a Canadian band, pretty cool. Number 6, Dimmu Borgir. I like all of the Dimmu Borgir 90s output. This is off their Godless Savage Garden album. And yeah, they do accept Metal Heart. And I think that is an official track. It's not part of any bonus or anything like that I'm aware of. I think it's kind of right in the middle of the album, actually. All right, so that is side 1. So that it gives you a full half hour, 30 minutes, 12 seconds. Side 2, let's move on to the Doom bands. We got Demon Lung, Pareidolia, and that is off, I think that's their first record. And this is a female-fronted Doom band out of Las Vegas. And they do a Danzig cover of How the Gods Kill. And man, they nail this. It's a great cover. I think it's like the last track off of that too. Definitely check it out. It's on YouTube. And over here we have Scald out of Russia. Will of the Gods is great power, great album, classic album. The frontman passed away not too long after that album was released, as far as I know. Hail to England. Here we go, Manowar. This is a very epic kind of doom band. Very somber at times too. It's and very a lot of harmony, very, very good chanting choruses, that kind of thing. So I felt it's very appropriate that they did. Manowar is one of their big influences anyway. Let's move on to Frayle, third track. This is a band out of Cleveland, Ohio. It's a husband and wife team, and this is off the Super Unknown Redux. So this is a brand new compilation. Well, not really compilation. It's more like a covers album of the Super Unknown record off of Soundgarden. And the track I chose here was Head Down. Really good, and they give it a nice little twist to this song. I felt right with this mix of songs here. This is a cool one. Marissa Nadler did "Fell on Black Days," but I felt like the mood didn't quite fit with the kind of track listings that was here. But definitely worth checking out this. I guess this group of covers for the Super Unknown. So if you like Soundgarden, you like that album, definitely check it out. It's on Bandcamp. And we have Death Doom out of Japan, Tokyo actually, and this is Decaying in Obscurity, and they do a cover of Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah, so this is not part of the original release. So this is actually on my tape copy that I got from Life After Death. So this is a very recent cover. I don't know if they recorded this earlier on and just left it out, but I know it started to appear on a very recent reissue of this album of theirs. You all know Godzilla. Everybody's heard it. I don't need to go into it. It's a cool tune. Interesting that a band like Anatomia decided to try something kind of very off the wall for them. Then we have Doomstress. This is another female-fronted band, doom band, very epic shit. It's like I said, they're based out of Texas. This is off their first, not even an album. It's like a split they did with name escapes me, with another band. And this is Supernatural Cold Sounds, The Second Right. And they decided to do Rainbow Demon. Yep. Uriah Heep. And she's got enough of that epic, kind of grandiose vocal, power to really pull off a cover song like this. And I enjoyed it. Is this something I'm going to return to all the time? No, but I appreciated that they decided to include that in there. And last but not least, we have Kroh, and this is another female-fronted band. Olivia, I think is her name. So this is a band that's no longer active. They actually called it quits. Was it a year or two ago, something like that? Maybe right before 2020. English band, and they kind of play in that sort of very thick, chunky riffs. Think of it's got a little bit of the Sabbath inspired, but it's also elements of Wind Hand and that kind of thing. But with their own little, they do have their own sound, and she's got a very powerful voice, but still yet soft. Good enough for the harmony that I really like. So this is actually not part of any album. This is kind of like a last hurrah track. This is a single from it's a band from, I think it's a British band called Trees. And this track came out in the 70s. And the song is The Garden of Jane Delaunay. Very, very melancholy stuff. I thought it's a very good pick for a very last track. Kind of leave you on a very somber note. So those were my picks. I went with all covers and decided to just switch off the genres of both sides. So hope you enjoyed it. And Horse of Unreason. Congratulations on 100 subs. I know you're over that now. And so this is my entry. And yeah.
Feeling down in the dumps. Want to jump out the window. Kill your boss. Or perhaps just have a general, ravenous, murderous rage. But don't fret. This coffee by Grindcore House Mix will make you feel all better. It is brewed right here in Philadelphia at the Grindcore House Coffee House. And it has a nice delicious flavor of dark chocolate, toffee, and an orange zest. Pick up a bag today. Link in the description, and it will ship anywhere in the continental US. Feel better.